want to discuss with you guys, slash, I made a speech about Samburu of Northern Kenya. Now, excuse me, I'm getting a note card, so sorry about that. Okay, I made a bunch of note cards just to make sure I get my point across because I am a talker and I tend to get off the track just because when I was doing my research, I was very interested in all the stuff that we were just talking about. So, we are. Okay, so before I discuss exactly what is Samburu of Northern Kenya, I want to make sure I make a claimer that I want to make sure that I talk about what they're known for, where were they founded, and also fun facts about them. So when I first started this, I thought to myself, what is Samburu of Northern Kenya? What are they? What's so interesting about them? And how would I feel being in their shoes? Well, when I did my research, I found a lot of things that I was like, wow, okay. I never imagined myself doing what they're doing, but I want to share it, and hopefully you find it interesting enough to share it with others and possibly go and visit. The Samburu tribe, well, before I talk about what they are, I want to say they are also a sub-tribe of the Samba. And before I get ahead of myself, I want to explain what is the Messiah. Well, Messiahs, they are the people that live in the herd and the cattle and the goats, and they are also called Senampo. I'm so sorry also if I'm pronouncing these names wrong. They're really hard to pronounce, but I still want to make sure I get my point across. The main difference between a Messiah is that they have their own unique language. Their language is called Ma. They created their language, and I thought it was very interesting because I tried to learn how to pronounce their words, but unfortunately I was unsuccessfully been able to pronounce their words, but I'm going to try to pronounce it right now. Can I try a boat? Again, I'm not the best at pronouncing words, but that means how are you in English. I thought that was very interesting, and I was still trying to pronounce the words, but again, if you want to learn or want to try yourself or see if you can speak their language, it's called Ma, M-A-A. Moment, so sorry about that. So first I want to discuss about where are they founded from. So in the beginning of my speech, I said that my speech is about Samburu of Northern Kenya. So they are founded in Kenya. And one thing I will have to say is the population very much shocked me just because I currently live in a big state and there's a lot of people. But their population is only 1,500 people. And if you decide that, hey, I want to go, you'll make the 1,500 or one person. But that's also haven't been updated the population. That was back in 2017. So it haven't been updated. So the population could have increased, but currently the knowledge that I know of is the population 1,500. So the one thing I want to talk about that really shocked me that I also think might shock you is how they celebrate anything that happened in their life. They like to celebrate by drinking blood. And before you get all shocked, you're like, oh wow, blood. Human blood? They drink human blood. Should I still visit? I still recommend if you visit, and you might find something really interesting that you probably don't know about that I didn't even see while I was in my research. But they don't drink human blood, they drink animal blood, cattle blood. And the reason why they drink blood because they like to celebrate anything that happens. So for example, if they was giving birth, they'll celebrate, giving birth and drink blood. Or if they celebrate a marriage. So since I mentioned marriage, I might as well talk about how they get married. What's the protocol towards marriage for them? Well, I'm currently 19 years old, and I found out that the females get married at the age of 15. And I was like, wow, imagine being married at the age of 15. I could never get married at the age of 15. But the main reason why that happens because at the age of 15, the females go through puberty, and the parents do not want to be involved with that, so they decided to allow their daughters to get married at the age of 15. But also, one thing that stands out a lot with the whole marriage situation is that the fact that the female can also have up to 3 lovers. And I did my research, and it doesn't really tell me why they was able to have 3 lovers, but just know females can have 3 lovers at Samburu of northern Kenya. They can have up to 3 lovers, and basically, with that, they get to pick one favorite lover, and that one favorite lover that they have, the other 2 lovers will have to do the job for the favorite lover when they are unavailable. And also, the female learn womanhood at a very early age. Another thing I want to talk about is that if you decide to go to Samburu or northern Kenya, you will see their dress code completely different. Right now, I'm currently wearing a crop top and sweatpants. And if you go and visit them, you will see that they're wearing colorful clothes. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody wears colorful clothes, but their jewelry and everything they have is extremely big and very unique, and it's like, wow. And basically, we're really big jewelry. So I would say if you go, please visit and take pictures because it's amazing. I saw the pictures; it was amazing. But overall, with my speech, I hope you learned something new. I hope I was able to teach you something new about Samburu Kenya, and hopefully you will be able to understand the language and try to practice it. And thank you so much for listening. Bye.